Welcome to the Cap Guy Show, starring JT and the Cap Guy. Now here's the Cap Guy.
All right, I just got back. I went to one Goodwill. I'm glad I did. I wasn't going to go in there because I'm out looking for yard sales. I only found 3 yard sales today. That yard sale app being down. Somebody asked on social media last night, what are we going to do? And I said, we're going to do what we used to do. You're going to go out and drive around. You're going to look on Facebook Marketplace for yard sales, Craigslist, and Google community sales. But big part of it's just driving around and finding the signs. I only found 3. I only spent $15 at 2 of them. One of them I didn't spend anything. Then I had to run to the little boy's room. I went to Goodwill, and I found the following. Found a bunch of games for $2.02 a piece. Nothing crazy. BioShock, that's got about $10. 007 on PS2. Demon Souls is a decent one on PS3. And this one's a decent one, Most Wanted, Need for Speed. There is one of these Need for Speeds that's worth quite a bit. I don't have that one. This one has about a $15 value. It's PSP. And then I found a bunch of DS games, and I was actually kind of surprised at a couple. I left a couple like dogs and stuff like that. This one's actually $14.99. I paid $2.02, and I almost didn't pick it up because usually that stuff ain't worth that much. This one's a decent little game. This one's a decent little game. Nothing crazy, but this one's worth the most. That's about a $20 game right there, $2.02. Animal Crossing's for DS. So on that trip, I spent $19.78. I had seen these and in the toy shelves, and I got 4 of them. They were $5.05 a piece. I'll have to mark off the marker. I'd rather that than stickers. But I didn't comp them because I didn't have my phone with me. So I went back out to the car, looked them up, saw they might have some value, went back in and started scanning them. And these aren't vintage, but they're a replica of the vintage. But these have value. I got 4 of them for $5.05 each. This one's worth about $20. This one's worth about $18 to $20. I paid $5.05 for it. This one's worth $45. And this one's worth about $55. That's correct. Sold comps. That one is raspberry tart. That's the most valuable. Followed by blueberry muffin. Yeah. Strawberry shortcake. And then angel cake. I love angel food cake. Don't you? Yeah. Yeah. And then what else did I pick up? Sony Dvd Remote for $1. That's worth about $9 or $10. No big deal. But it's got the Sony brand. Another Mario puzzle, 50 cents. And I think somebody... It's another 550 piece one. I'm not even sure if it's the same one. I don't think it is, but it's Mario, and for 50 cents, I know that has a little bit of value. I found one plush, and it is for $1. It's the Rust Bear, and it is Charmin. Hey, Mr. Whipple, don't squeeze the Charmin. Yeah, there you go. This is really cool. I paid $1 for this, and these attach to this Velcro type stuff. Of course, I'm not selling the board, but all these, most of them are Air Force patches, and the guy was in the Air Force. But it was $1 for this whole board, plus all these patches, and there's about 15 on here. One is Navy, the rest are Air Force. They're pretty cool. So I will take those off of there, and I will sell them individually and do something with the board. Because he was, oh my goodness, because he was in the Air Force, he also had this, and it is a leather heavy bomber jacket. It is a limbs tailor, so it's like something he must have got overseas, I'm guessing. But it does have an Air Force patch. I don't know if I'll remove that and try to sell the jacket. But you can see the military kind of designation stuff writing in there on this heavy leather jacket. I got it for $10. It is a very nice bomber jacket and full leather. And let me see if the size is on it, because I didn't really look. It didn't start till 8 o'clock, and then at 20 till there were about 5 cars already waiting because they're just not posted anywhere. So when you see the signs, you're running, and it's the only one that was on the yard sale app, which didn't help the situation. I don't see a size. My guess is this is a large or XL. He wasn't a real big feller. And no, Chuck, I didn't know his stats. No, Chuck, I did not know his stats. And then a couple of little Funkos. I know that one's from Fortnite. And I got these for like $0.25 a piece. And then whatever that is, I have no clue. If y'all know, put a link down below or a comment below. And I spent $13 and these two were by themselves at one sale for $2. And the rest of that was $13, including that jacket. So I spent about $53. Not bad. And I'm going to make all my money back just off one of them strawberry shortcakes. So now I'm going to show you a boxing. Somebody want to know how I did a box because they said I told them 8x6x4s, which is what I ship in, unless I ship in poly bags. And I do ship a lot of ball caps in poly bags, depending on the condition and what I think is going to happen with that hat and how far it's going. And there's a lot of factors that you got to think about when you're shipping stuff. But you'll see that. And of course, JT's not present today because I'm in a hurry trying to get all this stuff done and get a video up to you because I like to make one every day. I did have 12 sales yesterday, over $200 in sales. I did make my goal. I exceeded it on my profit. But guess what? You're going to see that Saturday because I don't want this video to be super long. I appreciate everybody as always. And I'll talk to you tomorrow. Have a great day, folks. All right, somebody wanted to know how I ship ball caps in an 8x6x4 box. I ship caps 2 different ways. One is in a poly bag, and I just put bubble wrap inside this part of the cap, and I slide it into the 9x11 poly bag, and it ships for about 4 ounces. A lot of times I do that if the cap is a good firm cap, you know, kind of like this Ralph Lauren polo can almost be folded because it's so flat. You're not going to hurt the bill. I've shipped hundreds like that, and then I just put something in there to cushion the package, and I've had no problem with it. Now on a cap that's really fragile, like it's vintage or something, or really firm fit, and you don't want to take a chance on damage, I use an 8x6x4, and I fold it in. I don't put any packaging or in it. And sometimes when you're putting it in, you're going to see that it doesn't want to go in like this. So I will put it in like this and try it. And all you got to do is get it, the back part folded in, lay it down in there at a slant until you can get the bill inside the box. And then you can put a little fill paper in there if you want to. I wouldn't use newspaper because if the cap's white, it could get dirty. But bubble wrap or brown paper. And then I just seal it, tape it, and I'm done. So again, you got to look at how you get it fitted in there. You don't want to crush it too bad, but caps are resilient. They're going to bounce back. Again, if it's fragile, you got to be really careful with the bill. But basically, you take this part of the cap and kind of set it down in there like so, and then just barely push the cap in, and it looks really nice. And there you go. Fold it in. Boom, you're done. Tape it up, weigh it, ship it.